Okay, let's talk about the maturity myth. We're getting our text from Ephesians 4. Now, if you've taken discipleship basics, you learn that discipleship requires speaking truth in love. But a lot of Christians don't feel qualified to do that. They think they're not mature enough yet. But that's a myth. Ephesians 4, remember, it says, "Now these are the gifts that Christ gave to the church, the apostles, the prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers." So this is like the paid staff at a church. And their responsibility is to equip God's people to do his work and build up the church, the body of Christ. And look at what it says in verse 13. "This will continue until we all come to such unity in our faith and knowledge of God's Son that we will be mature in the Lord, measuring up to the full and complete standard of Christ." Now, you do the math. 13 comes after 11 and 12, right? So let's go back. Verse 11, God gave the pastors, verse 12, to equip the people for ministry. So who does the ministry? The people. Remember, ministry, discipleship is speaking truth in love. So people are supposed to speak truth in love. And then verse 13, what happens? Then we will be mature. Notice when maturity comes, it comes after people do ministry. Let me say it another way. Maturity comes after you speak truth in love. So if you wait until you feel mature enough or strong enough as a Christian to share truth with people in your life, then you're never going to mature. Remember that. We mature by helping people. And then verse 14 says, we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of teaching. We won't be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever they sound like the truth. When? When will all this happen? When we start speaking out, when we start sharing truth, even if you don't feel mature enough. When you start to speak truth in love, you will suddenly begin to mature, and you won't be immature anymore, and you won't be suckered by lies and by people that are trying to teach something that's not biblical. It says, instead, we will speak the truth in love. There it is. We will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of his body, the church. Awesome. Why don't you hit pause, talk about it?